After a stunning 49th come-from-behind win of the season on Saturday, time for Monday Night Baseball and a beautiful day at Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia. Blake Snell will get the ball against the Phillies. Dodgers hoping to take a 2-0 series lead in this best-of-5 NLDS. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Access Sportsnet Dodgers, brought to you by your Toyota dealers, John Hartung, Jerry Hurston Jr., and Nomar Garcia-Parra. The Dodgers come into this one tonight having won 8 in a row going back to the regular season. Nomar, they're going to try to stay hot, keep their foot on the gas, and take a 2-0 lead.
That's exactly your mindset. So you know you're playing good baseball. You want to keep it there. You want to just keep the same mindset, stay in that zone, don't think about anything else, worry about your game and take care of business.
Absolutely. Do your thing. Defense on the mound, and especially at the plate, runners in scoring position, continue having great at-bats. Put the pressure on those Phillies.
All right, well, the pitching blueprint, it can often have a different look in the postseason. That was the case for the Dodgers in Game 1. It's Shohei Ohtani going the first 6 innings. He allowed 3 runs, struck out 9 and getting the win. Dave Roberts then went to Tyler Glasnow for the 7th inning and also to get 2 outs in the 8th. Alex Vesia faced 1 batter in that 8th with the bases loaded, got the final out. Roki Sasaki pitched the 9th inning and struck out 1 in recording the save. Now, Glasnow was already pitched out of the bullpen in Game 1. If Kershaw was also available out of the bullpen, Jerry, you throw in the extra day off for the NLDS, and the pitching plan for Dave Roberts and company could be a lot different than we would normally see for an NLDS.
Yeah, just about everybody's available, and you highlighted Clayton Kershaw. I have a feeling he has an opportunity to come out of this ball game in Game 2, maybe give us an inning. He's a veteran guy that knows how to pitch out of the bullpen, but I love with that extra day off that really everybody is available, and manager Dave Roberts should really be aggressive in this ball game, and knowing you're going to have another day off heading back to LA. So I expect them to be extremely aggressive, and hopefully Blake Snell goes out there and does his thing for 7 innings. So you have to worry about that, but I have a feeling manager Dave Roberts can be extremely aggressive out of this bullpen to really try to, if get a chance to win this ball game, seize the day and go up 2-0.
You ride your starters. That's exactly what you're supposed to do. When you go down the end of the season, you see, okay, whether position players who's swinging the bat really well, playing good defensively, and you ride that and you put those guys into the postseason. And then you're looking at, from a pitching perspective, the exact same thing. You look at, okay, with bullpen, see the guys in the bullpen that you can trust over in the leverage situations, but you also see the way your starters are pitching. And right now, there's no question about it. The starters have been doing an unbelievable job down the stretch, and you got to ride that into the postseason. So the Dodgers have the luxury of so many available. They have a couple starters in the bullpen that you can turn to as well. So it's exactly who you're right. That's exactly what you're supposed to do at this time.
It's amazing. With postseason, I'm going to need an extra day with my voice. You know, I didn't work Game 1. I was screaming and yelling at the TV, and I could see I may need an extra day tomorrow. So you got to make sure you take advantage of those off days. I think the Dodgers are going to do so.
All right, let's see if they can get it done tonight. It'll be Blake Snell getting the ball for Game 2. Yoshinobu Yamamoto is going to start Game 3 here in Los Angeles on Wednesday. Beyond that, it could be all hands on deck. Kirsten Watson is with the Dodgers in Philadelphia. Right now, she joins us live with more on Game 2. Hi, Kirsten.
Hi, John. Well, due to the success of the starting rotation in the regular season, the depth of the rotation in the regular season, and then you add the off days of this NLDS and how the schedule and TV time has been set up, it puts the Dodgers in a really good position to be pretty creative with how they deploy the rotation and the guys they've chosen to move to the bullpen for different situations. So as you mentioned, in Game 1, we saw Tyler Glasnow come out of the bullpen, pitch an inning in 2/3, had success in his anatomy for passing the ball off to Alex Vesia. But Dave Roberts had talked about how with both Clayton Kershaw and Emmett Sheehan, how we could be seeing them in a similar role. Tyler Glasnow will be done out of the bullpen, and with the plan for his next outing, if there is a Game 4, to have to start for that one. He talked about that and just what he's been seeing from this group and how he can see things playing out moving forward.
We saw you deploy Glasnow for multiple innings in Game 1. Could we see that out of Emmett Sheehan or Clayton Kershaw as well?
Yeah, I think so. Certainly Glass is off the table for tonight, but Clayton or Emmett, certainly viable options, yes.
Could you see using Ohtani at some point, like even a Game 4, or even a guy like Snell, maybe a later round, out of the bullpen?
That's hard to project. I think anything is on the table depending on series circumstance. But right now, I don't think that's not on our radar. But yeah, I think I'm sure that, there's some unforeseeable things that sort of always arise. So I'm not going to take anything off the table.
Max Muncy out of the lineup again today. How much of that is left on left? Is there any lingering effects with the physical things he had going on?
Physical things, he's in a good spot now, which is great. I think right now, for these first 2 games in particular, having guys that have a lot of success against the left, I really like the silver bullet to deploy at any given point in the game, which we did in game 1 versus Robertson. I also feel that Miggy Rowe has been taking really good at-bats, has had a great season. I love him versus left. And Kike is October Kike. So I think that right now, just kind of the net sum, it just gives us the best chance to win tonight. I felt the same way, in game 1. And, we'll see how tonight goes. But I have conversations with Max every day, and he's completely on board.
Phillies and Blake Snell, a 2-time Cy Young Award winner, on the mound for the Dodgers.
That's right. Ohtani gets the ball. Now you have to face Blake Snell. And look, the Dodgers brought him in for these moments. He was incredible. Put on a masterclass against the Cincinnati Reds last week. 7 innings, just continued to take this team deep in the game. He's going to throw that high fastball, and his curveball changeup combo, BA, has been really good. 27 swings outside the zones a couple weeks ago against this Phillies team. So going to be interesting to see the adjustments they make.
Missed a good chunk of the season with shoulder problems, but this is why the Dodgers signed Blake Snell to that big money contract for moments like this. On the flip side, Jesus Luzardo is kind of an emerging star for the Philadelphia Phillies. He's 28 years of age. This is by far the biggest game he'll start in his career.
Dave Dombrowski went out and got Jesus Luzardo right before Christmas. And he figured, this guy's going to slot into that 3 or 4 role behind Zach Wheeler and Sanchez. Well, Wheeler goes down, and Luzardo is having a good year. But a little bit ago, he dropped that arm angle a little bit, really got on the side of that sweeper, and that fastball's been electric. And you want to know why he's starting game 2, BA? Look at those numbers right there. His last 11 starts, and with him down 1-0, Rob Thompson's got a lot of confidence in this young man.
Rob Thompson did say Ranger Suarez would be available in the bullpen. Rob Thompson has injury personnel problems. Harrison Bader, while the report on the groin was not as bad as they originally thought, he's not on the IL, but he's not available and not in the starting lineup here tonight. We're ready for game 2 on TBS. Shohei Ohtani back in the leadoff spot as the DH. He was excellent on the mound with 6 innings pitched, 9 strikeouts, gave up the 3 runs. At the plate, Ohtani went 0 for 4 with 4 Ks and a walk. He was the winning pitcher in his first ever postseason start on Saturday. Smoke from the pyro still lingering around as Adrian Johnson says play ball. First pitch at 98 miles an hour. It's a ball, and away we go on a Monday night in Philadelphia, PA. Kind of a spot between the hamstring and the groin, and that really hampers Philadelphia. And as Frenchie mentioned, they are compromised in the outfield with Otto Kemp in left and Nick Castellanos in right.
Real quick, Luzardo's hitting that spot where Ohtani got frozen 3 times the other night. Really working that outside, low and away.
2-2 the count. Ohtani fouls that one off of his rib cage. He got caught in the middle a couple of times in game 1, struck out looking on 3 occasions, had the 4 Ks overall. Ohtani did have the 2 homers in game 1 of the wild card. And a called strike 3, and again Ohtani goes down. He disagrees with the call. It looked pretty good. Luzardo goes with a changeup to get Ohtani.
Tell you what now, Ohtani has struck out 5 times this series, BA. 4 looking. We've seen 3 heaters low and away, and then a changeup right there. Bottom part of the zone, but still. See, he doesn't.
Pitch and a new pitch as Ohtani jumps on the first pitch. 8 him alive. Ohtani's retired. 2 up and 2 down. That sweeper you mentioned with Luzardo, that's kind of the pitch that you think dropped his arm angle. He needed something to match that pitch.
Well, he started going for that pitch to sweeper, and that's great. But if all of a sudden your fastball is up higher and that sweeper's down.
9 out of 19, I should say, in this division series game. Pitch count in great shape here. And Ohtani roll over ground ball. Nice easy hop for Harper. 2 up, 2 down here in the 6th.
For Kerkering outings, he says, I see him pounding the zone. He looks confident. I always look for that breaking ball, and if he's landing it in the right spot, that's the key for me. We'll keep an eye.
I agree, Lauren. I think if he was in that trust tree, we would have saw him the 7th the other night. But after that outing, he's in that trust tree, and that's why he's in this ball game right now.
Kerkering putting a big fastball on Kike Hernandez. Hernandez, 2 RBI double in game 1. He's been a beast in the postseason. Breaks his bat and coming to the plate. Hernandez, the throw to the plate, the tag. He's safe. The Phillies will most certainly want to look at this. Oh, he's in there.
Yep.
Toe is in. Good call. Home plate umpire Adrian Johnson right on it. It is in the... Will Smith, first ball swinging, line drive down, base hit. Freddie Freeman is in to score. Hernandez right behind him, and Will Smith delivers with a 2 RBI single. 3-0 Dodgers in the 7th. Ohtani on the first pitch.
Yeah, that was the first hit with a runner in scoring position for either team tonight there by Will Smith. Something else, too, they were missing with him. You said Mr. Clutch. 337 runners in scoring position this year, Will Smith.
Smith jumped on the first pitch. 2 RBI single to left center. Ohtani hits it sharply through for a base hit. This is going to bring in another run. Muncy will score. Over to third goes Smith. And the Dodgers are rolling offensively now. It's been a 4 spot here in the 7th inning. Ohtani blisters one into right center.
I mean, this ball, 112 off the bat. Watch this. This ball was by Sosa by the time he could even move. That's how hard that ball came off Ohtani's bat. And they continue to run the bases. Will Smith first to third.